Hey everybody, Abby here. Just a little disclaimer when I do this video. I needed to film the intro for today's Make It With Me Monday, and I was actually working at home today, so I've just been a bum all day, and then I'm thinking to myself, I have everything recorded for this video except the intro. So I wanted to do that, but I do have, if you guys can hear it in the background, I do have a sick dog. He had a whole bunch of problems, and kind of long story short, he kind of had an abscess in his face, so now he has like tubes and he's in the cone, and I think right now the pain medicine's starting to wear off a little bit, so he's just getting a little anxious. So I just wanted to try and just come on here real quick and get what we are doing for this week's Make It With Me Monday project is these confetti tumblers. And I actually did a rainbow colored, hot pink, white, and black. And then I did two blue ombre effect glasses. And this was a really simple thing for me to do. You can get these glasses at the dollar store. The paint is just normal acrylic paint, or you can use enamel paint, which is a little more expensive. What I did was I used plain acrylic paint, and I just used an acrylic or an enamel mixing medium, and I'll show you guys how to do that in the video. But I saw some pictures of tumblers like this that retailed for about $34, and I'm like, you know, I can probably make these on my own. And I just love the way they turned out, especially the ombre ones. They're just awesome. You do want to remember when you make these to hand wash them. It says dishwasher safe, but I just hand wash them. And you just have these little awesome decorated glasses. So if you guys want to do this Make It With Me Monday, keep on watching. Okay, so what you're going to need for this project is your glasses. I picked ones that were closest to what we're, trying to make these look like, but you can use any glass you'd like and still do the same thing. Wash them, dry them, and if you have any stubborn sticker marks on the back, just use some Glue Gun on it and it'll take it right off. Then you'll also need some Q-tips in case we have any cleanup, a brush or a stick to dip in the paint and get the polka dots, paper towel. I just like a towel. Then you're going to need a paint tray. I just got this in a 3-pack from Walmart, and this is just one of the kinds. And then you're going to need your paint. For this, I pretty much just bought colors that I can just mix my own colors. So you want to make sure you have a blue, a red, a black, yellow, and these are two colors. You need a white, and then these are two colors that are optional. I just got them because I did like the color green and then the neon pink. And these are actual just regular acrylic paint. If you want to go the route of just buying enamel paint in these shades, that's perfectly fine, but since I'm going to get other uses out of these paints, I bought the enamel mixing medium. It's from the same company, and what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to get your proportion right to mix this to make it good for glassware. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take one of our paint wells. For the enamel mixing mediums, you need a 2-to-1 ratio of the mixing medium and the color. So what I'm going to do is I am going to first drop in the paint well a couple dots. Then I'm just going to take my yellow and add 1 dot to get the ratio of 3-to-1. Then and I did forget to mention that you will need something to stir the color since we aren't using enamel paint, and I'm just using my trusty craft sticks. Just mixing until we see pure color and no streaks. Okay, I did one already, and this one I did just black, pink, and white on this one, just so you guys have an idea of how it'll look. And I actually changed the tool that I'm using. I'm actually using the end of a Real Techniques brush, because this was just a little bit too rounded and it didn't make the dots like I wanted them. So we're going to start on the next one. This one I'm going to use multicolors, with the exception I'm not going to use the neon pink on this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your first color, I'm just going to go in with green, and dip it and just start placing dots. You'll have to go back about every 3 dots you place. Okay, so you just want to keep going with the dots and start kind of like trickling them down the side. I'm putting less of each color on these because I'm going to be using more colors. So when you use less colors, you'll need a little bit more of each color dot. Okay, now this is what the first layer looks like, just the green. You'll have varying sizes as well, because when you do the 3, the first is the biggest, medium, and then small. But I do like that, so. And if you have any areas that need to be cleaned up, just use your Q-tip and wipe them off. I hit one of the dots, so. Then I'm next going to go in with a darker color, because you want to kind of layer darker colors than the lighter colors. Okay, so I finished off the multicolored one. It has every color in it, and this is also an example of ones that I actually mixed 2 colors to get purple and then to get orange. Next one I'm going to try doing an ombre, all one color but different intensities. So I will mix my colors and be right back. Okay, so I chose to use the blue for the ombre, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use white and black, obviously. Then I'm going to use the regular blue. So what I'm going to do first is put down the white, then I made a very, very light blue, then I'll go to the medium blue, the normal blue, this next shade up, a dark navy, and then black. So I will show you guys the finished product. I do apologize for not having more sped up of me applying it, but it is a very, like, I guess, tedious product, or tedious for me at least, because I do have shaky hands. So I did include some of it though, and I will probably do another snippet. Okay, I actually did a little bit different on this one. To keep kind of with the ombre, I started with the black at the top and the darker color, and I'm just going to fade the colors down. There's going to be no black at the bottom. It's just going to kind of fade down. So I'm going to go into the next lightest color and just kind of start putting them in to just kind of intertwine the colors, but most of them are going to be lower down. Okay, so here is the finished ombre one. And I took this one a little bit higher, or lower down than the other ones. And as you can see, it is darker, a little lighter, but it's not very, they're still intertwined nicely, but can see. I'm actually going to make the last one the same as this, because this matches the dishes at my mom's. So I am going to make her 2 of them. So I will finish them up. Okay, so here is the finished glasses. I still haven't put these in the oven, but I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But I am going to tell you what you need to do. I'm just going to put these on baking sheets, and you put them in, and you need to preheat the oven while the glasses are in the oven. That is very, very important. And then you bake it for 30 minutes on 350 degrees. Then when they're done, you need to turn off the oven, let them cool down in the oven. I would say probably an hour or more. Just kind of, once they're done, just turn it off and, you know, go do something. Because if you don't do that, the shock in temperature, they will shatter. So there they are, and I will show you guys once they are baked.